Before this video begins, I want to give a quick shout out to Karsten Rehnquist. I'm sorry man, I don't think I said that right. He's pretty much the one that inspired me with this idea. He did it with movies, and I want to do it with games. So thank you, Karsten. His channel link will be in the description below. Hey you guys, it's me, Mr. Jane Finks. Ever since I made this YouTube channel, I've always wanted to do two things: meet famous people and talk about video games. I already did the first one twice. But with the second, there's so many video games to talk about that I can't review them all at once. It took me like a whole dang week to make one video, and I only have one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this a little series where I review every game I play this month, or a recap, I should say. This video is not gonna be as in-depth as my actual review. I'm just gonna simply explain the story really quick and then everything I liked about it. Alright, let's just start this already. Alright, the first game we're starting off with is Undertale. This came out in 2015 and oh boy, did it blow people's minds. I know I've always wanted to try it, but I didn't really have a so-called electronic device known as a PC at the time. Soon later, it came out on PS4. I got it, I played it, I kind of forgot about it because a bazillion other games came out at that time. But recently, people were starting to talk about it again. People were playing it, people were making memes about it, so I decided to get it on PC, and oh shoot, did I forget how perfect this game was. This game follows a boy slash who girl who follows down a hole in a mountain that leads to the underground, and it's filled with a bunch of weirdos. But you realize, hey, they're not weirdos, they're cool as heck, man. Alright, let's cut to the cheese. I think everyone knows why this game is perfect. The gameplay is fun and creative, the story and messages in it is beautiful, the game looks good, but I did do some kind of improvement to it. I installed a mod called the Remastered version, and pretty much what this gave me was a border and some actual colors, and it does look kind of better to me. I don't know. I mean, I know it's probably destroying the mood it's going for, but come on man, you see Asgore right here? Where's his eyes? I can't see it in this one. Ah yeah, that's nice. I don't think he needs glass. I don't think I need glasses actually. Honestly, this game is perfect, and one of the best parts to me has always been the humor and the music. It's pretty much in my Hall of Fame for one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game. This game is also really funny, and it's balanced well with toning the sad parts, the funny parts, and the serious parts. So yeah, if you never played it, I highly recommend you do it right now, and I'm pretty sure you'll be really happy that you did. I give Undertale the S+ rating. After that, I started playing Deltarune Chapter 1, which is the second game that Toby Fox has made. Now Deltarune is a whole different story. Yeah, it's connected to Undertale over here, but it's not really the main focus, as we're teleported to a whole new place we never heard of or even known about, called Deltarune. We play as Chris, and we have two pals named Susie and Rousey. Rousey? Oh no. Their journey is to balance light and dark in the area and restore peace. I don't know, I kind of got lost when I was reading it. Now that that's out of the way, what does this have to do with Undertale? The beginning and the end. Now, I'm not trying to bark at this game for not being Undertale, because one, I'm not a dog, and two, I would have really liked that this game focused solely on its own thing and pretty much throw the beginning away and the end and just have a nice adventure, which I indeed was having. The gist of the entire game is pretty much the same. Save or kill dudes, make it out of there, save the world, boom, you're done. The charm and humor are all still here, and the gameplay makes some fun changes and improves some things in terms of combat. The soundtrack is still a bop, the colors are finally here, thank goodness. Anyways, in general, I really had a lot of fun with this game. I just really wish it wasn't connected to Undertale and that this was its own thing. So I pretty much give Deltarune a really good rating. The next game I played was the Henry Stickman collection, which was developed by one guy named Puffballs. And It is so freaking good, man. I think everyone knows this. Now let me throw you back in a little history lesson. When I was like 10 kid sizes and my bathroom was still getting remodeled, my mother had the smallest laptop, and all I could play was Ninja Kitchen and some Flash games. And I was able to play Escape the Prison, and pretty much the sequel right after. But hey, enough with the history lessons. What is this game actually about, huh? Well, it's pretty much a point and click where you follow a man named Henry. He goes through all these adventures. Pretty much what we're doing as the players is choosing between the fails and the one good option. Some of these games actually have more than one good solution, and that means you get different endings. And what I loved about this series was that it always improved more and more with each game. You get more endings, more fails, and improved on some stuff. A few years later, no laptop, no browser, so no Henry Stickman, which came out with 2 other games at the time, which I had to watch my secret brother play. Sad days, homie. But Puffballs decided to be the craziest guy and remaster all 5 games, and on top of that, make one more game in the series, the finale, and make it so huge that it outnumbered all the fails combined from the original 5 games. Whoa. The story pretty much between all games are all funny, charming, and have a lot of callbacks to the series. That's what makes the inside jokes so funny. Pretty much, I don't know what else to say about this game. This game is perfect. Everyone should be playing it and support the man, even though I'm sure he's rolling in big dough from Among Us, huh? Now, the next one, I know you guys know what it is. It's Destroy All Humans, the remastered one. This game came out originally in 2005 and got remastered at the end of 2020. And for nostalgia purposes, I decided to check it out again and see how it is, because I never actually beat the game. I indeed just played the first mission over and over. I was that kind of kid. And oh wow. It is indeed a 2005 game. I can't really describe how the game feels like 2005. It just is. It's like when you listen to something from the 2000s and you say, oh yeah, that definitely smells of gelled, spiked up hair and edgy commercials. Alright, let's get to the actual game. You play as a guy, an alien named Crypto 3952, and your job is to, cleverly enough, destroy all humans. Now, let me say, as a 2005 game, it's still a lot of fun. Zapping and shooting cows and being the alien with the most gravelly voice ever.
Crypto here. How's the view from the safety of the mothership? Nice!
Which leads us to the story, which is Take Over America. This game's got some jokes. It's not all just seriousness. Obviously, you're playing as a weird alien and shooting stuff. The main jokes come from being placed in the 50s, which makes sense because this is when everyone was talking about aliens. It talks about communist. It talks about Cold War stuff. It's all funny. It pretty much in general makes fun of us and how we were back in the day. I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, Jesus, what is that? I know they redesigned these characters to fit more with their goofiness of the game and the characters and the stereotypes they are. But why you gotta make them look like they're from the Addams Family movie? Not the good one, the weird one. It makes more sense to be super photorealistic, like how all the 50s looked, because when you look back at that area, you're like, oh, they look super perfect, they look like mannequins, and I would really appreciate them to look more like that, not this. This game is fun, and I don't really have much to say to it, so I'll just give it a pretty good. Alright, let's actually get to my opinion about Little Nightmares 2. Which there's nothing really else to say except it's a masterpiece. I pretty much said everything in the first part of the Little Nightmares playthrough in the demo, and still rings true with the sequel, but improves and makes the dynamic between Six and Lunchbox so perfect. The story is still blowing my mind, and that ending is still, I'm still thinking about it to this day. The gameplay is still amazing. The puzzles are still amazing. I love the fact that pretty much it takes the knowledge of what you learned in the first Little Nightmares and puts it in this one. So you pretty much have to recall what the heck you did with a button. Pretty much buy this game, experience it for yourselves. Anyways, I'll give this game a S+ max. That was it. Those were the games I played this month and so forth. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this brand new start to this. I really like making it and talking about things, and it's good to have a stepping stone on what my opinions are for games. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.